TikTalk, where we take a closer look at the story behind the sensation. Tonight, we bring you the story of triumph. Our next guest is a prime example of how you can find the beauty in life after hardships and tribulations. John Furness is best known as the blind woodsman on the app, creates stunning wood pieces in his wood shop, and educates his audience at the same time on how he navigates the world without sight. Let's take a look. John, thanks so much for taking the time to join us. We do appreciate it. It's an incredible story of perseverance, really inspirational. Talk to us a little bit about, we'll go back to the beginning of the journey. At 16 years old when you lost both your sight and your sense of smell.
Well, back then, it was a pretty tough time. I became blind because I attempted suicide. Honestly, I've adapted to being blind so well, and it's changed my life for the better in so many ways that I truly feel that I'm supposed to be blind to be who I'm supposed to be.
Well, and now affecting lives on TikTok. When did you know that you wanted to dedicate your life to doing this? And I'm curious, did you want to before you became visually impaired as well?
After I became blind, it really kind of, I think I started to realize that I had something that I could offer. And it took quite a while, but it wasn't up until about, let's see here, about 8 years ago or so that I really started to try and use my message to help other people, starting to speak at middle schools and high schools. Then the pandemic happened, and that's kind of what brought us to TikTok.
Why was it so important for you to use a platform like TikTok to talk about really difficult topics?
Well, one of the reasons that we went on to TikTok in particular was right about the time that the pandemic happened. I had been doing, like I said, I've been doing a lot of talks at high schools and middle schools. And of course, all of that went away. So we wanted to try and still reach them somehow or other. And we knew that TikTok was really popular with that age group.
John, woodworking is tough enough and dangerous enough for people who can see. You lost your sight and are doing this now. How have you navigated your way around and through that?
Well, the biggest part about being safe in the wood shop is following the safety rules. Whether you can see or not, you follow those rules and you'll be okay. And the biggest difference between sighted and blind woodworkers is the way that we measure things. And I hope you can see it here. This is what's called a rotomatic. It's an adaptive tool for measuring. So every tab is 1/2 of an inch. And every turn of this nut is 1/16 of an inch. And I'm able to measure more accurately with this than I ever could with a tape measure when I could see.
John, I'm curious before we go. You talk about abuse, suicide prevention. I'm curious. Anybody who knows your story and who watches you, I mean, if your story can stop one person, from taking their life, that's incredible, and it could help so many people. What would you say to somebody who was in a dark place, in despair right now?
I would say to them that all things change. That even though it might be as dark as it can be right now, eventually things will change. You can go down the road a little bit further and find yourself a spot to turn off, or find the thing that'll help you do what you feel is right. And just remember that there's such a wide world of people and things out there that can help, and to not be afraid to reach out, to not be afraid to say, I need a little bit of companionship.
Well, the words are true, and your story is inspirational. We thank you for sharing it with us tonight. Before we go, we do just want to wish you an early happy birthday. Someone told me it was coming up. So happy birthday. Hope it's a great one. And you can visit John's online store for custom crafts at www.furnessstudios.com.
Thank you very much, Phil. It's been an honor to be on your show.
If you or someone you know is struggling, you can call or text the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 988.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.